These scammers in Cuba claim to be tour guides.
Make it the best tour in Havana.
The best tour?
Yeah.
They took me to a place where they promised that has the best drinks. But little did I know they would overcharge me for drinks and pull a move to make me even pay more after that. It all started at a Havana tour. This is the best tour to see Cuba authentically.
No toilet paper.
Yup, make sure you carry toilet paper around with you in Cuba, since literally none of the bathrooms have it. Making our way to an American novelist's house who continues to inspire generations in his writing, this is Ernest Hemingway. We ended up stalking his entire house, which was great. This is where Ernest did his duty. Now that we've had lunch, let's go for a ride in Cuban cars and have a look at Havana. This little doggy is joining us for the tour. He's coming everywhere with us. Do you recognize this dog?
He knows me.
He knows you. Now that we're in Havana, this is where you can experience beautiful sceneries, restaurants, people selling goods and services, and especially scammers who try to sell you cigars.
My name Maurice.
Huh?
My name Maurice.
Nice to meet you, man.
And your name?
Armand. Nice to meet you. I'm not buying cigars though. I didn't fall for any of those kinds of people, but as I walked, I came across this guy who complimented my camera.
I not see many people have the camera.
It's because...
Where you from, Turkey?
Toronto. And that's something I wasn't used to seeing. Usually they shove themselves into you and offer you services, but this guy seemed like a friendly local. Soon after that, he started talking about how there's this great spot that I shouldn't miss out on for drinks.
You have to go Guantanamera.
Guantanamera is good.
It's my wife, she's my wife. The Guantanamera, 1, 2, 3 block. Later, I told you no money for it, I told you no.
This is such a sneaky tactic to get people to follow you. Instead of saying follow me, he made the directions very confusing to understand, and therefore he created a problem. Then he made himself the solution by trying to take us there. The street seemed busy and live, so I decided to follow him.
Today we anniversary, 5 years together.
Yeah, 5 years and Cuba record Olympico.
Happy anniversary, guys. As you can tell, this is where they're hooking you in emotionally. Claiming that they have been together for 5 years, I have reasons to believe that it's not true based on their facial expressions later in the video. Regardless, claiming their relationship is a tactic to show that they are regular, wholesome people.
When you go by Canada, you show your friend the video about, you talking about Paulo, about Uzi.
Paula
Coming
and-
Havana, we make it the
Paula
tour.
Uzi, yes.
We make it the city tour.
Yes, we can call it the Paula and Uzi tour.
Yeah.
How ironic that these guys are telling us that they're tour guides when they're literally about to take me to a spot that overcharges you for drinks. The most I've ever paid for drinks. Score.
And this is one school for the children.
This is one school for the children?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I make it.
Was that a husky? Oh, you guys have huskies here? What?
In Cuba, we never see snow. Never.
You've never seen snow before?
In Cuba, never. Only the TV. This video, you show your friend coming to Cuba for looking.
Yes, yes.
For make it the best tour in Havana.
The best tour. This walk seemed way longer than I thought, but since we came all this way, I just thought we'd keep going. What's your favorite thing about Havana?
No, Havana. Havana here is nice for the architecture, for the people. Come, bro.
They took me to this spot and immediately passed a marker to write my name. As you can tell, they are keeping me occupied a lot so that I don't walk away or stop following them. Upon entry, they ordered non-alcoholic drinks and asked if I could cover it. Being new to the travel game, I had a hard time declining. To continue keeping me occupied, the lady was writing a list of recommendations of places to visit in Cuba.
Hey, you play that? Show me. Hebraica. Israel, Hebraico. Which country this?
Eventually, when the drinks came, I asked for the price.
How much?
They didn't say it.
But when you're tourist, it's different. They add prices on you when you're tourist.
Yeah, I know, but in Cuba, it's different.
And my dumb ass just went with it. I know, how stupid of me, but it's really easy to say that if you aren't in my shoes. I had a lot of anxiety being in that building, thinking anything could go wrong, but I followed them in the pursuit of showing what Cuba's really like. In fact, in the beginning when I found them, I started recording as I was excited to see a local show us what Cuba is really like. But now it's about people scamming you, unfortunately. Anyway, I started asking more questions about their relationship, and this is where I can tell the relationship was fake.
How long have you been teaching salsa for?
5.
Have you taught him yet?
No.
Why?
I dance balita. She professional. Me little.
So she's been teaching salsa for 5 years and hasn't once taught him how to dance? That's a little weird. And you can tell how out of tune she is as he is talking. Someone who is actually passionate about dancing and their husband would keep a little bit more eye contact with their significant other, or at least their eyes would lit up more. And that's where things took a turn.
Revolution cigar for $20. Three.
And here we have the first catch of the hook. He was offering us 3 cigars for the price of $20 USD.
For $20, you buy 3 Revolution cigar, most better than this. More fat and pyramid.
So the cigar he's holding in his hand is a cigar I bought for 300 pesos, which is literally 7 cents USD at a beach. And it's funny because the 3 cigars he's trying to sell me costs way more and is still fake. And that's where things took a turn, because the lady started acting really sad and unfortunately my camera battery ran out. She started talking about how life is really hard for them, and the guy asked me if I can buy the 3 cigars for $20 USD, so they can also buy some food with that money. I didn't need the cigars, but since I felt bad, I told him that I would buy, and that was the least I ended up paying. At this point, the lady left to bring the cigars, and I realized my camera is out of battery, so I changed it. When she came back, she brought these fake cigars.
Here.
I paid the guy $20, and when I went to pay for the drinks, the guy asked me for $40 USD, and that's the second catch. Now hear me out. Being far away from our travel group, in a small building with anyone who can pull a gun on me at any time, I didn't refuse and paid him $40. Also, sorry for the lack of footage, guys. When you have people asking for money and making you uncomfortable, there's so much adrenaline rush and anxiety in a place you don't know. So I paid the $40 and we walked out of the building.
Thank you, bro.
Walking out of the building, the two said their goodbyes and left. It's interesting because as soon as they got their money and drinks, they didn't even walk me back to where they took me from, which goes to really show that they were just in it for the money and not to actually accompany outsiders.
Have a good day.
Take care.
I walked back knowing I'll never follow someone into a building and drink anything until I know the price first. Hell, I mean, the drinks could have also been spiked. Again though, I didn't think it through properly when they approached me, and honestly, I wouldn't label them as scammers if they brought me to a place that charged fair prices. What they did was deceiving and dishonest, and therefore they are scammers. Comment and let me know, have you ever encountered a scam while traveling? And give the video a like if you learned something or enjoyed the video.